'Twas a balmy summer's evening, and a goodly crowd was there, which well nigh filled Joe's barroom on the corner of the square. And as songs and witty stories came through the open door, a ragged vagabond crept slowly in and posed upon the floor. "Where did he come from?" someone said. "The wind has blowed it in, yeah." "What does it want?" another one cried. "Some whiskey, some rum, or gin, huh?" "Here, Toby. Come on, Toby. Sick him, if your stomach's equal to the work." "I wouldn't touch him with a fork. He's as filthy as a Turk." Yes, this badinage the poor wretch took with stoical good grace. In fact, he smiled, as though he thought that he'd struck the proper place. "Yeah, come, boys. I know there's some burly hearts among so good a crowd. I can tell it. To be in such good company would make a deacon proud. Give me a drink, come on. That's what I want. I'm out of funds, you know. Well, when I had cash to treat the gang, this old hand of mine was never slow." "What, you laugh? As though you thought this pocket never held a sou?" "Yeah, I once was well fixed as you, my boy, as any of you." Here, thanks. That braced me up nicely. God bless you, one and all. God bless you. Next time I pass this good saloon, I'll make another call. Give you a song. No, I can't do that. My singing days are past. My voice is cracked. See, I can't sing. My throat's worn out. My lungs are going fast. See, I got an idea. If you give me another whiskey, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you a funny story, huh? It's a fact. I'll promise to, huh? That I was ever a decent man, not one of you would think. But I was some 4 or 5 years back. Hey, come on. How about give me another drink, huh? Come on, fill her up, Joe. Come on. Want to put some life in this old frame of mine. Oh, come on. Such little drinks to a bum like me. So miserably tame. Come on. There you go. 5 fingers. That's the scheme. Corking whiskey, too. Well, here's luck, boys. And landlord, my best to you. My regards to you. Yeah, you've treated me pretty kindly. I'd like to tell you how I come to be such a dirty sot. The one you see before you now. You know, fellas, as I told you, once I was a man with muscle and frame and health. But for a blunder, I ought to have made considerable wealth. You wouldn't believe it. I was a painter. I'm not one of them that daubs on brick and wood, but an artist. But a real artist. And for my age, I was rated pretty good. I worked hard at my canvas. I was bidding fair to rise. Yeah, for gradually I saw that star of fame coming up before my eyes. I made a picture. I made a real picture. Perhaps you've seen it. It's called "'Cause of Fame." And it brought me 1,500 pounds and added to my name. And then, boys, I met a woman. Yeah, now comes the funny part. Yeah, with eyes that petrified my brain and sunk into my heart. Why don't you laugh? It's funny that the vagabond you see could ever love a woman and expect her love for me. It was so. And for a month or two, her smiles were freely given. And when her lovely lips touched mine, boys, it carried me on to heaven. With a form like the Milo Venus, too beautiful to live. With eyes that would beat the Kohinoor diamond and a wealth of chestnut hair. Oh, if so, 'twas she, for there was never half so fair. And then one day, boys, I was working on a portrait. It was one afternoon in May of a fair-haired boy, a friend of mine, who lived across the way. And Madeline admired it. And much to my surprise, she said she'd like to meet the man who had such dreamy eyes. Well, it didn't take long to know him, and before the month had flown, my friend had stole my darling. And there I was, left alone. And ere a year of misery had passed above my head, the jewel that I treasured so had tarnished and so had fallen that she was dead. And that's why I took to drink, boys. Why, I never saw a smile. I thought you'd be amused. I thought you'd be laughing all the while. Well, come on here. What's the matter, friend? There's a teardrop in your eye. Come on now. Come on, laugh like me. It's only babes and women that should cry. Say, boys. Boys, if you'd give me just another whiskey, just one more whiskey, I'd be glad. I'll be glad, and I'll draw right here. Right here, I'll draw a picture of the face that drove me mad. Hey, give me that piece of chalk, the one that you used to mark the baseball score. You'll see that lovely Madeline upon the barroom floor right here. Another drink, and with chalk in hand, the vagabond began to sketch a face that might buy the soul of any man. And then, as he placed another lock, the final lock, upon the shapely head, with a fearful shriek, he leaped and fell across the picture, dead. The face upon the barroom floor.